Today we're going to talk about unit rates versus rates. Okay, and the difference. A rate is a multiplicative comparison. Write that down. It is a comparison of two different quantities where the measuring unit is different for each quality, like miles per hour. Okay? What's the difference between a rate and a unit rate? A unit rate is a ratio between two different units where one of the terms is 1. And I will explain the difference. Okay? Unit rates are found by dividing. Rates are found by making the ratio. So, you can use a fraction to compare quantities. So here we're comparing miles in hours. This is not a unit rate because the second quantity is 2, and to be a unit rate it would have to be 1. This rate doesn't have to be a simplified. So this is where it doesn't have to be simplified. To write it, though, as a rate, you just make a fraction out of it. So miles over hours would be 110 over 2. And you would just leave it like that. That's the rate. I go 2 hours. In 2 hours, I go 110 miles. So how would I do this one as a rate? $2 for 7 apples is 2 over 7. Miles per gallon. Miles on top, 57 over 3. Inches in feet. Inches on top, 36 over 3. And 20 girls for every 5 boys. 20 on top, 5 on bottom. So a rate is just the ratio, not simplified. Yes? A unit rate is not even, it doesn't even mean it's simplified. It means it's simplified to where the second number has to be 1. So it can't be 2 over 3. It has to be, because like 2/3 is simplified, right? You can't go lower than that. No, it is where the second quantity is 1. So write this down. Must be simplified where one quantity is 1. Where one of the quantities is 1. So we're going to take the same examples we just did up here, and we're going to turn them into a unit rate instead of a rate. So if I drive 110 miles in 2 hours, the rate is 110 over 2. Yes? The unit rate, you simply divide. You just divide. So what is 110 divided by 2? So I drive 55 miles per hour. What does that mean? Per 1 hour, which is what the video I showed y'all she just wasn't getting. All right, $2 for 7 apples. I'm trying to figure out how much 1 apple costs, so I'm dividing. Money always goes on top, just so y'all know. It's always money divided by product. So I would have to do 2 divided by 7, so I'm going to come up here and do it. I'm going to put 2 in the house, 7 outside. Can 7 go into 2? No. Can 7 go into 20? How many times? 2. 3 is too much. 2 times 7 is 14. I subtract, I get a 6, bring a 0 down. 7 goes into 60. 8. 8 times 7 is 56. I'm going to subtract. Now we're talking about money because we're talking about cost for an apple. So I need one more place value to round correctly. So 56 subtracted from 60 is 4. 7 goes into 40. 5 times. And I'm going to stop because it's 0.285, and this is money, so what place value would I round to? The hundreds. So would this 8 stay an 8 or become a 9? So about 29 cents per apple for the cost of 1 apple. Do y'all see why I didn't keep going since it was money? Okay. All right, I drive 57 miles on 3 gallons of gas. I'm looking for how many miles could I drive on? 1 gallon of gas. So I would divide 57 divided by 3 is 19. So 19 miles. How would I write this? Per gallon. 36 inches in 3 feet. How many inches are in 1 foot? Well, 36 divided by 3 is? So 12 inches per 1 foot. And then the last one says, if there's 20 girls for every 5 boys, then how many girls are there for 1 boy? 4. So 4 girls per boy. This is called a unit rate. So let's go over what we just learned. What is the difference between a rate and a unit rate? Perfect. Y'all got it? All right. Most of the time we're looking for the unit rate because it makes more sense to talk about like how many miles can I go in an hour. Now, my biggest issue when I was y'all's age is I never knew which number to divide by. They gave me 2 numbers and I'm like, I don't know which one goes on top. Like that's how I always felt. I'm going to teach y'all a trick and it's called making a box, and it will always help you understand which number to put on top. So flip to the back. Now, if you see it, you don't have to make a box. You're just going to divide. But this always helps me. Figure out what you're comparing. So a package of wristbands costs $5.50. So what am I comparing? Wristbands to cost. So I would say, okay, cost and wristbands. You always have to write down what you're comparing, and then you just make a box like this. You need 4 spots because you're going to take a ratio and simplify it to another ratio. Yes?
No.
Okay. Well, how much was the cost? So that goes here. For how many wristbands? So that goes here. And then it says, at this rate, what is the cost of? So where would I put 1? And this will tell you which one you're dividing by which. When you make a box, did y'all learn how to do this in 6th grade?
Yes.
You just cross, multiply, and divide. So I would multiply these. Well, 1 times anything is another number. So it's 550 and divide by the other one, which is 25. Does that make sense? So you cross multiply, this times this, and divide by the leftover number. This is what we're solving for. Make sense? So cross multiply. Now, since we're always doing unit rate in this, it's always going to be 1, but it'll show you these are the ones I'm going to divide by the leftover number. So I'm doing 550, so 5.5 divided by 25. Can 25 go into 5? No. Can 25 go into 55? 2 times. 2 times 25 is 50. And I get 5 left over, bring down a 0. And 25 goes into 50 2 times. So how much was each wristband? So 22 cents per wristband. Now again, you don't technically have to make the box if you know which one to divide which one by. The box is for those of us who struggle to know which one to divide which one by, and that was me and y'all's age, and I still struggle. I end up making a box. Okay, so let's do this way. Layla reads 30 pages in 10 minutes. What am I comparing? All right, so you're going to make your box, and you're going to label it pages and minutes. Okay, so where would 30 go? With pages. Where would 10 go? And I want to know how many pages does Layla read in? So where would 1 go? With minutes. This is what I'm looking for. You also can look for trends. How would I get from 10 to 1? Divide by 10. So aren't I just going to divide 30 by 10 to get back? I could also cross multiply and divide. 30 times 1 is 30. And I'm going to divide by the leftover number, which is just 30 divided by 10, which is 3. So y'all see, like, it's also a ratio table. So if you see it, but I couldn't see it here, but I could see it here. All right, so 3 pages. How would I write my answer? Per minute. Do y'all want to try to set the next one up on your own?
Yes.
Okay. If you know what you're doing and you see which one to divide by, you can do it, or you can make your box, which I'm going to make a box. All right, check mine. Did you set it up correctly? So which one are we dividing which? 34.65 divided by 6.3. So I need to move the decimal one place to the right. So 346.5 to get rid of that decimal out here. Yes? All right, 63 cannot go into 3. 63 cannot go into 34. But 63 can go into 346. And just so y'all know, it can go into it 5 times. I don't know what it is. 63 times 5, 31. So 315. Let's subtract. And then bring my 5 down. And 63 goes into 315 exactly 5 times. So what was the price per pound? $5 and 50 cents. $5.50 per pound. All right, last one. It says, consider the diagram below. Complete the model to show the value of each increment. So if this whole thing is $61.50, how much would it cost per hour? So you would just divide 61.50 divided by 5. 5 goes into 6 one time. 5 goes into 11 twice. 5 goes into 15 3 times. So each of these pieces is worth $12.30. Why did I add the 0 at the end if it doesn't matter? Because we're talking about money. And money goes to the hundredths place. Would I be wrong for just putting 12.3? No, it's the same thing. Okay, I'm going to get y'all your assignment. Put your name at the top. All right. If you don't know which number to divide by which number, make a box, okay? So, but I'll tell y'all this. If it's ever money, the money is going to go on top of the fraction. Just so y'all know. Okay? But anything else, like the 1,000 meters in 5 minutes, how many meters per minute? If you need to make a box, make a box. Because when we get into proportions, where the third quantity won't be 1, we're going to be making boxes anyways. So you might as well get really good at making proportional ratios, okay? So you're going to answer, you're going to write your answer over here. So for example, let's do number 1. Pretend I don't know which one gets divided. What am I comparing on number 1? Money. So I say money and I say basketballs. I'm just going to put balls. So 36 goes on top, 4 goes on bottom, and I'm looking for what was the price per. That means basketball needs to be 1. This is my question mark. Well, I know that to get from 4 to 1, I'm going to divide by 4, so I'm just doing 36 divided by 4. Or I can cross multiply. 36 times 1 is 36, and then divide by 4. What is 36 divided by 4? So my answer needs to be written in words. $9 per basketball.
Can we just do like a slash?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we write it there, or do we have to write it?
I would really like it over here just so it's easy to grade, if you can. All right, and then there's also 4 questions on the back that are the same thing, so if you need to use a scratch sheet of paper, but I feel like y'all have plenty of room down here too if you need to divide, okay? All right, get started.